Don't play with it, don't be the size. Still not.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Amaya Chanel. You seen the title, so you already know what I'm going to get into today. I chose peace and I lost all of my friends. I chose myself and everybody disappeared. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not regret it. And I don't regret it because I love the person that I am today, and honestly I love my life and I have nothing like to complain about. I'm working hard and I'm doing, you know, what I need to do to get where I want to be. So it's just like, if you can't respect my hustle, I don't know what to tell you, and maybe we shouldn't be friends in the first place. Like, you guys, the Amaya that I was about 2, 3, 4 years ago, I am a totally different person now. I have grown up so much and I really understood what life was really all about. So I started putting a lot of things into perspective for me, where really told myself, like, look, I have to put myself first, because if I don't, nobody else will. Like that old me, you guys, I was always available for my friends. Always available for my friends. I was always just one phone call away. They can call me literally about anything. When they have personal things going on, when they want to vent about a guy that they're talking to, guess who they called? Me. Because they always knew I was going to be the one to always answer my phone. And it just got to the point where it's like, I would literally sit on the phone with these girls for hours, you guys, and they would talk to me about what they're going through and whatever the case may have been. But not one time would those girls sit there and ask me how I've been, you know what I mean, and what's going on in my life. It always was about them. It was never like anything about me. And when I was going through something and I wanted to vent, it just kind of felt like they just wasn't available when I needed them the most, or they never even called back. So, you know what I mean, those type of things come into play, you know what I mean, when you really are going through the worst parts of your life, really trying to figure things out. And to top it all off, you guys, I started falling out with girls literally over the dumbest reasons. The dumbest reasons ever. Either A, they vented to me about their boyfriend or a male situationship, and I probably told them to leave that man alone. Because one thing about me, I'm gonna be honest, and if a man is disrespecting you, not treating you right, putting his hands on you, or whatever the case may be, I am the girl that's gonna tell you, you need to leave that man alone. And then some girls do not like to hear that, you know what I mean? They just be like, you don't understand. And it's like, I probably don't understand to a certain extent, but I understand loving myself first and always putting myself first. And that's what I stand on, and that is what I believe in, and that's what I've always believed in. Or, you know, there's a situation where I fell out with a girl and I'm still confused about that whole situation, to be honest. Like, the way that we fell out, even if I explained it to you, it still don't even make sense. Like, none of it makes sense. I'm still confused about that whole situation. Or I fell out with somebody because I didn't show up to a dinner, or I didn't show up to something that they planned. Like, you guys, there is this girl, me and her was cool for 8 years. Like, that was my girl. I loved her to the moon and back, and I would have done anything for that girl. And we fell out after 8 years because I didn't show up to her celebration that she had. She finished 1 semester of school and she wanted to go out with her friends, and because I didn't show up, she just ghosted me. She just unfollowed me on all social media and we just stopped talking. So for me, it's kind of just like, after everything I've been through, and I really be letting y'all in, you know, telling you guys about my personal life sometimes, and that's really big for me because I don't let people in. And to know we're falling out over the most stupidest things, it just kind of opened my eyes a bit. Because one thing about me, y'all, I'm not the type to beg for no friendship. I never have, and I never will. So it just be real life crazy to me that I really be falling out with these people over the most littlest things ever. Like, these girls be too much for me sometimes, especially with me already being a loner as it is. It's kind of just like, this is a lot. Very overwhelming and very draining for no reason, because then it leads to girls either want to fight you, or, you know what I mean, they just want to ghost you, when everything can be literally handled. The whole situation could be cleared up with a conversation. But girls don't know how to have conversations nowadays about how they're feeling. which is kind of sad. And on top of that, these girls' mindsets is just different from mine, from what I realized. Like, all girls be wanting to talk about, well, at least the friend group that I was hanging around with, either always want to talk about guys or they just want to talk about other people, and that's just not kind of how I operate. I've always liked to just talk about life. I like to talk about my goals. I like to talk about growing, but I realize, like, I can't talk about those things with everybody because people don't care about that stuff. They just care about what's going on right now in their life. And I've always been the type to care about my future. I don't live like in the present. I just never been like that. So when I started going out and hanging out with these girls too, you guys, it started to not be fun for me. Like, I started to get depressed every time I get home. In the moment, yeah, I probably was just drunk and I was like having a good time, but once I got home, I would literally cry the next day because it's like, it's not fun for me anymore. It even got to the point where I was in the club crying in the club. I did that like twice because it's just not fun for me anymore. So I got to the point where it's just like, bro, I have to think about me. I have to think about my happiness. I have to really like put myself first and really set some boundaries. Because I knew if I was to keep going at this rate and just keep going outside and only thinking about the present right now, I know that was going to get me nowhere. So I started saying no, I started setting boundaries, and I started putting me and my priorities first. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, like, it was hard at first, but deep down I knew what I needed to do to get to where I wanted to be. I just said to myself, if people cannot respect my grind, if you cannot respect my hustle, we are not meant to be cool. Like, you guys, that girl I told you guys I fell out with after us 8 years of being friends, literally a few months after she just ghosted me because I didn't show up to her little event, she sent me a long ass message basically trying to tell me about myself. And in that message, I low-key felt disrespected. Like, she sounded like she low-key had secret animosity towards me this whole time. And I was very shocked when I seen it because I'm just like, girl, we didn't fall out over like no real beef. Like, we didn't have no real beef. Like, we just fell out because I didn't like show up somewhere. But the way you talking in these messages, like, is real life. Like, you must really always felt some type of way towards me. So I had to learn to love from a distance. Let go of people that are selfish, let go of people that do not respect me, and let go of people that do not consider my feelings. And I literally made myself a promise that I would no longer sacrifice myself for anybody else's happiness, because if I don't look out for me, who will? So I chose me, and I don't regret it. I have to protect my peace. I'm here to heal, I'm here to grow, be a better version of myself, and dive in to really know who Amaya is. Like, you guys, I did not lose friends. I lost people that was never supposed to be around in the first place. These are the people that was never supposed to make it to the top with me. If you guys are scared to be alone, don't be. The right people will not be intimidated by your growth. I want you guys to really think about your happiness. Like, you guys, thank you so much for listening. I wanted to do this video for the people out there that are not putting themselves first, and the people out there that are sacrificing their own happiness just to please these friendships. If people are your real friends, they will be there for every journey and every chapter of your life, not just for the moment right now, and not just when it's convenient for them. And they will always make time for you just like you would make time for them. And if they're not meant to be, then let them go. Let them go, dive into you, learn how to be alone, and you will become so much stronger. You will rely on yourself, you'll become independent, you will learn how to protect your peace, protect your privacy, and I promise you, you will be so much happier if you really just knew who you were and you were just chasing at your dreams, and things will literally naturally fall into place. So with that being said, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my little chat that I have for you guys today. You know, I got some more videos coming really soon. I'm gonna do a little something different in my next video. And I already know, if you guys are new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And yeah, I will catch you guys next time.